Okay, everybody, hello, how's it going? It's your old friend Rob. We're going to do an update today, and I'm going to compromise. I'm going to shoot it live, so we don't have to, because we just don't have 3 hours to edit. But I'm going to also record it on the phone so that it is, it's better quality, and it hopefully won't take too long to upload. I am starting off the morning on the top of a scaffolding. Let's see if I can poke you down to the ground. There we go. We're about 6 days away from students coming, and so it is time to start taking stuff down and cleaning up, which is really, really exciting. Didn't get everything done, got lots done. See, that's still not painted, and we never got up there yet to do that one. We'll get there. We got the band painted, and there, of course, is the new light. Give you the up-close version here. But didn't get that painted yet. Lots to do, always will be, but we're trying to stay reasonable. So I'm gonna take this bad boy down and start cleaning. Watch for the updates. All right, scaffolding is down and on to job 3. Now job 2 was actually return. Oh goodness, I gotta make sure this mic is working. Is this mic working? Yes. Job number 2 was actually to drive into Beaujeu with the rental van, and our rental car wouldn't start. So yesterday we actually had to walk back from Beaujeu, an hour walk, about 2.5 miles. Because it would not start, and so we took it back to the dealer, and the rental, they're gonna have to tow it. So I had to get that off to the dealer, and then get back to the Château for job 3. Now job 3 is going to be, actually job 3 over here, is going to be walk around, and we're gonna install a bunch of smoke detectors, probably 10 or 11 of them, because of course, there's not a lot of smoke detectors in this place. Code's not quite as strict, or at least with old houses here in France, and that's awesome for decorating, but we do want to be safe. Also, I'm going to go out and switch out a whole bunch of LED bulbs with some, put in some new LEDs and take out some old bulbs. The old ones, they burn hotter, they're more dangerous, plus they use a lot more energy, so it's definitely a good move. So I got Mr. Bubs is following me around, and I got one of my tool bags with some drills and stuff. Then, job 4 is going to be install a little curtain. One of our bathrooms has kind of 2 chambers, one for the shower and toilet, and then the other for the sinks. And so we thought we may as well put a little bit of a curtain, since there's no door between, so that you can have more than one person in there at a time. Also, Leslie picked up this wonderful clock. Isn't that great? It's a beauty. It's going to hang in the kitchen, so I don't know if we'll get that today, but that could be job 5. Leslie is down here outside the door. Hello, Leslie.
Hey, how's it going?
She is painting the doors, and I told her we don't need to paint the doors, but she says we need to paint the doors, and also we need to get something better on the bottom.
They're just yucky.
They're what?
They're just yucky.
Yeah, but
So,
I should show them this cool thing you found, or do you want to show them?
Oh, go ahead.
This is pretty cool. So you got these metal grates,
Yeah.
and then inside the grate, I'm not sure if you can see, there's a little glass door, and it opens.
Hello.
Isn't that super cute?
Oh my goodness, I know this side's broken.
This one's broken, so we got to put some new glass in there.
Oh my goodness, is that not adorable? Like, come on.
It's
That is
absolutely
cute.
beautiful. And you painted this door too.
I did, it needed a lick.
Yeah, this is just a temporary fix.
Still cleaner. Now is it perfect? No. Do we need to fix stuff? Yes.
Yes.
But clean.
Yeah, but it's clean. Hopefully you can hear Leslie. And we still haven't got our IKEA countertops, but really, really excited to try these guys today. We wanted them in early enough so that we could give them a good test run. And I'm not a cook much myself. I cook a little bit, but Leslie's the cook. But, you know, she wants to get to know kind of the, I don't know, the idiosyncrasies of the device, how it works. Fridges are going. Yeah, well, that one's not turned on yet. Let's see if this guy's turned on. Pretty cool fridge. You open it and there's like a little computer thing. It's like, do you want me to turn on? Ha! Cool. So, progress. And again, light switches, power outlets everywhere, which is going to be fantastic. We've got some on the island. Still need a countertop over here. So it's going to be a real good thing. We still need to install lighting. Jeremy's coming back to this week to run a temporary power line just across the top of the ceiling, one there and one here. And we'll try to get some pictures. Leslie's saying she wishes the brocants were open so we could get a nice couple of antique features, but all in good time. Job 6 today, by the way, is going to be to take a load to the garbage. We have, I've already taken a couple loads, if you can imagine, but it just keeps accumulating. So the awesome thing is that the garbage is here in France. They're fantastic. They just let you bring whatever you want or whatever you want, and they sort it, and they don't charge you. It's fantastic. So we got a fair amount of styrofoam that needs to be cleaned up. But we'll get to that. Job 7 in the afternoon. Okay, late afternoon, and the day continues. 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Got all the fire extinguishers in, changed out as many LED lights as I could find, so that's good news. And I'm going to work on this bathroom. Now this is a fun room. Isn't this a fun room? Now, again, Leslie's got her. We got her set up. We're going to put 3 people in this room. Single bed, so they all have space. And then there's a bathroom here that is a little specific. There's actually a bidet under there too, but I got some tools here, and what we're gonna do today, there's the toilet, and we got this bathtub all ready to go. I'll close that. But it's kind of high, and we're a little nervous that someone could slip on the way out, and so gonna put a handrail right about here. And also, we figure we may as well put the curtain here so that one person can be in the shower and then someone can still use the sink without it being weird, that it's super weird. But so that's the next job. Yeah, 1 step forward, 2 steps back. We had a couple deliveries come, so that's exciting. I showed you the clock, and then we had the mattress for the main floor bedroom, which is great because that was the last mattress we needed. Unfortunately, we also had Maison du Monde call us at noon, and we missed the call apparently. And they were going to deliver the 2 chairs. We have 2 nice chairs for the chandelier room, the salon. And unfortunately, we missed that, so they didn't come. So we're batting 2 for 3 with our 2 for 3 with our deliveries today. The other kind of bummer is we fired up the cookers, the stoves, the ovens, and popped the breakers. So I gave Jeremy a call. He's going to come out and take a look, and we'll see what's going on there. So 2 steps forward, 1 step back, but we're still plugging along, and day's going good. I gotta be honest, this is always a little tough for me. I like the North America where you're going into wood all the time. It's a little trickier when you're doing tile, so I did buy myself a little bit of universal drill bits, and I got this one too, tile and glass. I'm not sure which one to use, but I ended up using this guy, and it seems to be working. But yeah, you gotta put in those little sleeves, and it came with not very big screws either. So we'll see if they hold. It kind of makes you a little bit nervous. In there, nice and easy, nice and easy. You know, I'm actually surprised how strong that is. Even that's pretty firm. All right, way to go, Europe. All right, c'est bon. It's surprising, man. I'm still surprised at how strong that is. That's really firm. That's good. 20-minute job. Everything went well. Little curtain rod went up, so that'll give them a little privacy. It's always nice when things go the way they're supposed to. It doesn't always happen that way in life, but did today. So back downstairs, we'll see how Leslie's doing. She went to Central Core and she picked up a bunch of stuff. And I believe she's working on reupholstering the bed on the main floor right now. This, by the way, Mr. Bubs' spot. He's figured out several spots where he can watch. So he sits on the stairs and he looks out the window. And I hear the sound. Oh, it's not going good. Are they not staying in? You're still beautiful when you're mad. Isn't she beautiful when she's mad? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to surprise you. We're trying to, well, do you want to talk about what we're doing?
So annoying.
I can delete this too.
This could have been done. I could have been finished, just like boom, boom, boom.
So we got a cool bed. We like it. We think it's cool, but it had some stains on the fabric that it needs to be reupholstered. And of course we don't have time to reupholster it, nor do we know anyone to do it yet. So we had to just do a temporary solution.
It was just the back piece that really needs it. The rest is whatever.
Yeah.
So we just wanted to clean it up, And I was trying to cheat the system. I
Yeah.
guess you can look
Yeah, let's come take a look. So you took off the fabric, the bad fabric. This is a cool room, by the way.
You did?
Here's the mattress that just showed up. Yay.
That's very good news.
And it's a cool bed. It's a cool bed. We're gonna build, I've got a base coming. We're just gonna build another wood base on it.
It's a good bed, and it's, I've reupholstered before,
Yeah.
so this isn't new.
But this is not a real reupholster job. This is just
Oh
a
my
temporary
goodness, no.
fix.
I
No,
was just gonna
don't judge us.
Fix the fabric, for
Yeah,
goodness sakes.
right.
So I was gonna skip taking out all these really old nail heads.
Oh, yeah.
Just like, they're in there.
Yeah, that would take forever. There's like hundreds of them.
So I was going to staple.
Yeah,
well,
temporary.
First I was doing it underneath so you wouldn't even see the staples. But I couldn't get anything to stay. So I'm double stapling.
So,
and then I'll cover with a ribbon or.
So clearly the problem is the staples are too short. And
My word.
You have to push them hard to get in there.
It's still not even.
Yeah.
I can't even pull the fabric taut.
Yeah.
To even.
No. Well, you know what? It's gonna. I just throw the blanket over the whole thing for now. And no, we're not gonna do that. Okay.
I need better staples.
We're gonna have to go get some better staples. So not everything works the way you want it to, but.
Which is annoying because it's
I know.
You just think, oh, it's no big deal. We'll just it'll get it done, and then that's how it goes. Inevitably. I
was just saying that, like I did a 20-minute job, everything went well and it just worked, and you're just like, oh, thank goodness. I love this view, by the way. This is like, they have an outside entry on this room, so this is gonna be good. This is where our staff's gonna stay. Jason and Danica are gonna stay in this room, and their son, Kellen, is gonna be across the back. I love these too. We haven't done a main floor episode. We will eventually, but.
No, it will be a fantastic room.
Yeah,
but it's just not right now.
No. And they started doing some electrical, but didn't get finished. So there's
not us.
No, not us.
Other years
previous
ago.
to us.
So they kind of trashed the wallpaper, which is kind of a shame because it's actually on trend again.
Yeah, the wallpaper's cool.
So I actually don't mind it, but I'm afraid it's probably gonna have to go just because it's so discolored.
But this will be temporarily good. We got a good new mattress and cover the bad fabric. It is what it is.
I ripped the fabric off, so it's just the stuffing.
Yeah. All right. Anyways, thanks for coming with us. All right, so just having a little quick supper. Leslie's working hard, so I thought I'd help out. Had some leftovers, potatoes, eggs, and this is about as fancy as we get. We're gonna try putting a little bit of salmon and eggs together. How about that, eh? A little salmon and scrambled eggs. Whoa, fancy. Okay, well, Gordon Ramsay will not be calling anytime soon, but it's actually pretty tasty. Well, it's the evening time. It's probably about 7:30, and I think I'm kind of a bummer. So the stoves tripped the breaker, which is never a good thing. And so, God love him, our electrician Jeremy drove out tonight and took a look at them. Yeah, here we go. And we tried to replicate the problem, and we did. The one on the right continues to trip the power. The one on the left, not so much. So we're letting. So we took it apart, he put in different breakers to try to see if that would fix things. Didn't. The one on the right continued to trip. It's some fancy stuff that I don't understand. 3-phase power, but he's on it. So eventually what we decided to do is we tried to switch the wiring. We wired the one that kept tripping, we wired that stove to the other circuit, and then it tripped the other circuit. So that probably means this guy is the problem, which is really unfortunate because we have students coming in 6 days. And so the chances of a Darty getting that fixed or Falcon getting that fixed or replaced in 6 days, I am not optimistic, which is really bad. But we'll see what happens. Anyways, so really thankful for Jeremy to come out and take a look at it. We're gonna let this guy run for an hour and see if it can run, if the oven can run continually for an hour without tripping anything. Hopefully it can. We may switch to monophase. I don't know. It's always more complicated than you want. So that's a bummer. I think both Leslie and I are a little bummed tonight. We didn't need that problem, but nothing's easy when you change countries. Everything's complicated. A lot of things are difficult, certainly with an old chateau like that. Even with brand new power, there's still trouble. But we were working on some other stuff tonight too. Usually we work till about 8 or 9 at night. Some long days. Leslie was working on this room, and she just wanted to paint the wall. She also came up with a pretty good idea. I guess she moved it. She's got a rubber mat because that floor is so bad. She doesn't want to drop laundry on it. So that's cool. And I started putting together the dishwasher, and it is a perfect fit. Only it's not all together yet. I got 2 to 3 pieces in. So everything's just perfectly lines up. Like there's holes right where they should be. So that's super cool. And hopefully we're gonna get this thing, we're gonna get it wired up on Wednesday or Thursday, and then we'll see if it works. And if it doesn't work, we're gonna be doing a lot of dishes by hand, but hopefully it works. So all that to say, 2 steps forward, 1 step back. All right, everybody, I'm on camera finally. It's the end of the day. It is 9 o'clock, 9 p.m., and I'm calling it a day. Done enough work for one day. There's still more work. There'll always be more work. But, man, it was an interesting day. The 3 big bummers, the stove not working, the car breaking down, and missing one of the deliveries. But lots of things we got done, too. So, you know, honestly, with this project, people ask us about buying a chateau. It's an incredible amount of work, and it's going to be an incredible amount of work for the next 20 years. So, I mean, we're not deceiving ourselves. It's a lot of work, and honestly, you have to win the mental game sometimes. You gotta just keep going, even when it feels like you're not doing so good. So 6 days. Hopefully that we can get that stove working. Hopefully we can get it working. You know, it's really interesting. I had a couple thoughts about life, and I thought maybe we'd have a little backyard chat. First one is, you know, when you're leading stuff, you really have to get everything done early enough so that if things go wrong, you have time to adjust. Or if someone else drops the ball, you got time to adjust. And so we're cutting it close, but I think we're still going to be okay. We got everything's in pretty good shape. Another thought I had was on some of the comments on YouTube. Really interesting. One of the most interesting things about doing the YouTube channel, honestly, has been some of the comments. Anything from Mr. Bingley over there, getting hunted by the wild boar, the hunters. You know, I think we're going to be okay. The hunters aren't coming on because there's a big fence around the property. And the sanglier mostly come out at night, I'm told. And what I read is that they only mess with you if you mess with them. So we haven't even seen one personally. But hopefully Bingley will be okay. We watch him pretty closely. The other topic we should talk about a little bit is religion. Okay, so trigger warning. I'll try to do this. I'm going to talk about religion a little bit. If I know there's some folks that don't like that, and if that's you, no problem. The rest of the video is going to be this. So you know, have a good night. Thanks for watching. For the rest of you that might be interested or at least open to talking about it, it's been really interesting to watch the comments. Some people are so there's not very many, but there's a few that are kind of like, don't talk about religion. I don't want to talk about that. I don't like that. And I'm kind of like, yeah, you know, I get that. I mean, everybody, you know, we all have our own views on reality. Philosophers call it a worldview. Theologians sometimes call it a worldview. We all have it. We all have a system of right and wrong. And if someone cuts me off in traffic, I get angry, or, you know, it's just based on different things. For some people, it's based on a religion. Some people just kind of make it up as they go along and, you know, do your thing. I mean, each one of us, you know, the beauty about life and freedom and all of this is each one of us gets to make our own decision about what we think is true. And so do that, and I'll do that, and then try to make sure you're right. You know, put some effort into it, do some homework, do some good thinking about it. And it's just way too big of a part of our life for us not to talk about. So it's going to come up sometimes. You know, I'll try to give a trigger warning so that for folks, because I want to be respectful. We want to be respectful for folks that don't want to talk about it or just have a different view. That's fine. You know, we still want to be good neighbors to you. Part of our belief system is, you know, some of the teachings in the Sermon on the Mount where Jesus says, you know, love your neighbor and do unto others as you would have done unto you. And so I wouldn't want someone pushing something on me, and we don't want to try to be annoying. So again, I'll try to give you warnings, but there's no way we can't talk. We can't like pretend that we don't have a worldview or that we don't have a belief system. We do, and it touches every part of our life. There's actually some folks on Facebook that are kind of like, don't apologize for being a Christian. And I get that too. I mean, we're Canadians, so So, you know, we try not to be offensive generally. I think that's kind of a national value. But also, you know, I don't know if it's super helpful, even for those of you that believe in Christianity. It's not real helpful to be annoying to everybody else, right? And Lord knows there's some annoying Christians out there right now, particularly in the U.S., in North America. So we don't want that. We don't want to be that. We don't want to have people look at our life and go, oh, that's terrible. What do those guys believe? So we would like to be considerate to everybody. So we're not embarrassed at all. We're just trying not to be annoying. But yeah, we will talk about, I mean, if you've watched our videos, you know that this whole thing, we took everything we had. We sold our house. We took all our savings and we put it into this. And we're not getting paid. And it's a nonprofit organization, which means the only reason we're doing this is because we want to help young people. And so, you know, we're gonna keep doing that. But
But I mean, that shapes everything. If you take Christianity, if you take our belief system about God and Jesus, if you take that out of this, it doesn't make any sense. I mean, we'd be idiots. Like, we'd be huge idiots. I mean, we're going to work. I was thinking about this, and I don't want to whine too much. It's the end of the day, you know, you get a little tired. I was talking to Leslie, I'm like, man, we got to take some afternoons off or some evenings off here, because we are going to, once the kids get here, we're going to work every day until the end of June, right? Like, there's, you know, when you have 20 people in your house, you got to cook for them. They're going to need food every day, and we're going to have to care for them, and we're going to be leading the classes. There will be no days off. And so, you know, with 5 or 6 days left before they come, we got to at least try to get a few hours in there somewhere. And it's tough because Leslie is a very motivated lady. She's a hard-working lady, and she is principal lady. And so for her to take time off is difficult, especially when there's so much. She looks around and sees so many things that have to get done. But we got to do it. And so, anyways, hopefully you've enjoyed this kind of day in the life video recap. The resolution's been better. I'm not going to kill myself on editing, but hopefully it'll upload in a couple hours and we can get it on the internet for you. Again, thanks for coming along with us. I know I really enjoyed. I mean, that's the thing about being a teacher, right? Or a pastor. I've been both, and both those guys, both teachers and pastors, kind of like to talk. So I'm actually super enjoying this, and of course, it's a huge adventure. So really glad to have you along with us, and hope you're having a good day. Thanks. More Leslie next time.